Hello people, it is the 31st of March 2026, Tuesday, and the time is 14:36. So I'm just going over Kinder Plateau, but I want to show you something because this is new to me. They built a new path going right the way across from the top of Crowden Clough rather, and it's fantastic, really. They're doing a fantastic job on it. I'll show you a bit of it. They've even put these little boards in these, like retaining boards. So I'm at 654 metres at the moment, and there's gusts blowing, I don't know, 20-25 mile an hour. I'm heading over to Fairbrook Naze to meet my mate Anthony, and I'm going to keep this one short. I'm just going to give you a rundown on my plans for the next few months, so stay tuned. I call this bit the lagoon, little island there. I'll show you what else they've built as well. So at this point I'm going to sort of fork off to the right now, or north. How cool is that? They've clearly put a lot of effort in, haven't they? You lot who are on all the different social media, you probably know about this, but like I say, I don't do anything like that other than YouTube, so it's new to me, so I thought I'd share it with you just in case you don't know. That's where we're going, Fairbrook Naze there. I've got to get pitched up in that gut before Anthony gets here, so I can't hang around. Even when the weather forecast is crap, still go out, it's good for you. Okay, I've got a different tent with me today. I've brought out a Zulu killer. I'll let you have a look at it in a minute. So I've managed to get my pitch, what I was after. So it's worth getting the sweat on to get here. This is where we are. This is my view. Chinese wall over there. I'm out with the Z-Packs 60 litre. Show you the tent in a second. Yeah, I'm so glad I come out because I was contemplating not bothering because weather forecast was absolutely terrible. It's supposed to be like thick fog and stuff like that, but it's been well worth coming out because the clouds clearing now. Alright, yeah, it's a lot windier than the forecast says. It said 12 kilometres an hour wind, but it's more like 20-25 now. So I'll let you have a look at my Zulu killer. So I've not brought the Red Bull with me now, I've got a new one. Now you're probably thinking it's illegal to have two solos, Hillyberg solos, but it's not, because I've been hanging off a building in Scotland for a week to be able to afford this, and I'm nearly 65, I deserve it, and I'll explain why I've got this one as well. So this is the contents of that DCF stuff sack. So basically I've got a buff, a neck head over thing, toilet tissue, that's a little Altoids tin, and in there I've got steri tabs, a little bit of first aid kit, tweezers and some plastic suitors in case I get deep cut, and some what they call them patches that they use for tears in tent fabric and also to repair sleep mats, and I've got a couple of dehydration tablets as well. So this is the neoprene sleeve for my titanium bottle because once that's full of boiling hot water you can't hardly touch it, it's so hot. I've got my head torch, and then these are my Rab Phantom waterproof bottoms, and then this is my what's it, mountain equipment quilted shorts, down shorts. I forgot the name of the actual model, but they're really good. Yeah, So that's what was in that bag. I mean, I did have some Omcore leggings as well, but I've got them on, and also an Omcore thin sun hoodie, which I use over my Sencha to create like a sandwich of warm air. And then I've got my outdoor research quilted hat on as well. So yeah, that's what was in that bag. Well, we've had a right result with the weather, because we should be in thick cloud now, and you know, it's could be a lot worse than this, eh? Let's have a look what we've got then today. So, for food, I've got some almonds, some chocolate buttons, a couple of soups, a freeze-dried meal, spaghetti bolognese. I've got plenty of water, these two 900ml Evernew bottles there, plus me two little 450 ones, and then my titanium bottle as well, that's a litre. A couple of apples, my ever faithful M cloth for wiping down condensation, and then the X-Lite, Cumulus X-Lite 300, and me pack is there, and then that DCF stuff sack is full of spare base layers and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm all set up. I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. Morning kids, it's 6:32. That's not a bad view of Chinese wall to wake up to, is it? Considering it should have been clagged in. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look. So I've had the tent door open all night, and I've had that unzipped there, but I had the inner fully zipped up, if you know what I mean. So basically all this mesh was letting air through, and I haven't got a drop of condensation. So I'm just gonna drink my brew. Look how clean my boots are. There's not a bit of peat on them at all. Okay, around the heels, but I mean, that's clean, that. Normally when you walk across Kinder, then, you know, I always like get the odd footstep wrong and end up sinking like halfway up my calf, but because of that path that they built, you know, it's prevented me walking through the worst of the boggy areas, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, a couple of years ago when they started all that reseeding thing, I wasn't convinced that it was going to work, because it seemed that where the regrowth was occurring, then people were just walking around, and coming across yesterday, I can really see the effect of it now. I mean, they put some hell of a lot of work in that place, all that stone for the paths, and then the little dams that they build with it as well. It was really evident now what they're doing. God knows how much it cost, but yeah, I've just thought I'd make a video and keep it fairly short and sweet. So I'm sorry for the sound quality on this one, because I've actually forgot my DJI, what's it called, something 5. So I'm doing this off my phone, and I've not got a microphone with me, but I'm just trying to keep the momentum going for YouTube, because like the last few weeks or so, well, since I last did a video, I'm still getting new subscribers, so thanks for you new guys. And I'll just explain now why I'm in another solo. So basically, for those of you that have been following me, I've got a strange history with the Fairbrook solo. I think this one's number 9, but I basically went through a period where I had to swap and change tent styles because I'd fractured my hip, and I fell rock climbing and did a massive big pendulum and took all the impact on my back in Slovenia, and it really messed the gait up on my walk and just generally my flexibility. So I was struggling with small tents, but now I've come to the conclusion that at my age, security and tent stability is the most important thing for me. So I'm not bothered about the space. I've regained a lot of hip flexibility, and I'm like, I won't say I'm completely pain free, but I'm 98% to where I was. I'm putting the restricted or limited flexibility down now, not to just that injury, but getting on a little bit as well. So I'm 65 next month. It's the 1st of April today, so happy birthday, Paul, if you're watching. It's my son-in-law. His birthday's 1st of April. He's not such a fool though, he's a good lad. Yeah, and so I just decided that in my tent collection, so I've said, I think it was 2 years ago, that I was down to a Sulu and my 2 Lightwave Sigmas, one was the S15 and one was the S20, and then last year I invested in a DCF tent, the HMG Mid 1, which I didn't think was going to get on with, but absolutely love it. It's a fantastic summer tent. It's really nice and airy, well ventilated, and it's only 450 grams, so yeah, that's my summer tent. But I just figured that I've had 2 mishaps in the last couple of years, actually in the last 12 months, yeah. So I've never broke a tent pole before, but as you know, if you watch, not my last video, I think it was the video before, I ended up snapping one of the poles on my S15, and it wasn't to do with the wind or anything, it was me trying to put too much of a bend in the pole to get it in the grommets, and ended up snapping it. So I've replaced that pole now. There's been absolutely no damage to the tent, but I just figure now that the times I come out and the amount of times that the weather forecast is incorrect, and I've ended up in some much stronger wind than was forecasted. I just thought, at my age, I don't want to be messing about in the middle of the night with broken tents and evacuating off a mountain. So I've just thought the most bomb-proof tent I know is the Fairbrook Solo, and because I've got my kit that dialed in now, I can afford to have a heavier tent, and I like the confines of a smaller tent because they heat up quickly, and this one's very efficient, so it doesn't mean that I have to bring a heavier sleeping bag. So with my layer system and my sleep system, as long as I've got a good mat, I can be a bit more choosy in the type of sleeping bag that I've got. And then I've got the old magic trick with the titanium water bottle, pour boiling hot water in that, and you're good to go for 4 hours. So yeah, I just think, out of all the bits of kit, survivability depends more on your tent, because let's face it, even if you've not got a sleeping bag, you do press ups, you could do something to wiggle about or whatever to create some warmth. Yeah, so I've got this one because the other one's a black label. That one's 2.8 kilograms, this one's 2.4, but I can make this a little bit lighter because I'm going to put Eastern guy lines on this. It's not going to knock much weight off, but probably maybe 100 grams, I reckon. We'll see when I take all the original ones off and I weigh them next to each other. But this one's got 9mm poles. If I want to boost this one, I can just bring one centre pole off the black label, which is a 10mm pole. So yeah, that's it now. That's why I've got it. And plus this one's a bit more stealthy for this area. It fits in anywhere in the UK, doesn't it? But the red one I like because it just makes well, the black label adds for extra security, and it looks better in winter conditions, doesn't it? So yeah, so that's the reason why I've ended up getting this second one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be sticking to the solo black label, the red one, my Red Bull, and Sandit, my new one, my red label one, and the HMG mid one, and I'm going to sell the Lightwave Sigma S20 and the S15. So I'm going to put them on eBay, and if anybody sees them on eBay and they watch this channel, give us a shout, and I'll knock you 50 quid off. So yeah, I mean, fantastic tents, and you know, I did say for a while that the S20 was my favourite tent because it's a dome shape. It doesn't half buffer the wind well, and it only weighs 1.7 kilograms, and it's made out of that I think it's called XX. It's a breathable material, so it's a winner chicken dinner, isn't it? Right, so anyway, so going forward, next time I'm out, hopefully I'm going to be in the lakes. I want to do Jack's rake again with my camera on my head this time, because I have done it a couple of years ago, and I used I had my camera in my hand, and footage didn't turn out that well. Plus I like doing it as well. I like a good scramble. And then I'm going to try and get abroad over to Andorra and do a massive Via Ferrata with all my overnight gear. It's pretty much like 1,000-foot sheer rock face, and it overhangs in sections as well. So I'm going to do that on my own, and then just basically try and get more camps in regular, because my work situation's changed again where I can get that more manageable. So I can get it down to a regular 4 days a week back to back, instead of, you know, a day in, a day there and that. So yeah, so that's it. So I look forward to sharing my adventures with you. Anyway, so whatever you do, make sure you wind people up today, because today is the 1st of April, and that's what we do in the UK, don't we? Sorry, I was going to say good night then, it's morning. So farewell until the next time. All the best, God bless.